Alright, y'all. We're gonna try to see if we can get this header panel changed and get these headlights out. See if we can get them fog lights down there changed. And see about putting a new grill in it. But first, though, my grill ain't got no bolts holding it in. Cause all this is busted anyway. And so it's pretty much supposed to have bolts where it like clipped in, and then it's supposed to have like a bolt here, and then it's supposed to have a bolt here, and if I ain't mistaken, it might have had supposed to have bolts there too, but I know it had a few on the down here on the bottom. It had like three, one over here, and I think one in the middle, but all that's broke, so I can't really tell. It's starting to rain out here, so I don't know. I might have to come back to it here in just a little bit, but right now, though, the only thing we got to do is just jerk it off. There we go. Because it just falls off anyway. Okay, so it's starting to rain a little bit harder, so here in just a little bit, I'll holler at y'all. Okay, y'all. We're getting ready to start with these headlights. And it would be a 7-inch socket. Take out this very long bolt. Take it out. Same with the driver's side. And then once you get that bolt out of there, just start pulling it towards you, the headlight towards you, and wiggling it, and then finally pop out. But hold on. Okay, y'all. That bolt I was talking about is in the middle. There it is. I said it. It is long, but anyway, boobies. You start pulling them, prying, and taking it out, and get it out, and then I think everybody probably will know how to take out headlights, I guess, but just twist them, pull them out, twist them, pull them out, and just keep on twisting them, pulling them out. But anyway, okay, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned before, but that was a 7mm socket to get them headlights out. But anywho's, this whole header panel, all the way through the front right here, all of it was supposed to be under this, which this part is, and that bolt takes it off. This is supposed to be underneath, but it's so broke it wasn't. There's a bolt right there, it went right there, and then there's a bolt, I'm pretty sure that connects to this, and you got to take this off because it'd be underneath, and that whole thing's got to actually come off. This whole piece right here has to come off because this should have been underneath this, and it should have little brackets that went underneath, but you're going to have to take all that off. But some of them bolts and stuff like that, they're missing too. But let me see if I can start trying to get this header panel, the top of it thing, off. Alright guys, on the top of this thing, after you get them bolts out, and this big old little rubber thing just screws down in there, off right there where the hood latches. There's two bolts. There's one there, that's a 13mm socket, and then there's one there, and if I ain't mistaken, there's I thought there might be two down here. Evidently not. They're supposed to be, I believe. But anyway, I'll figure it out if it's supposed to be or not. I think they are. So I might have to find me some new boats for that too. But alright. Okay, y'all. After you get the two bolts off, there's two bars. One here. Just pulling straight forward. That's all you gotta do. There's one here and just pull it straight forward. That's it. And then I'm thinking this part should, yep, that part just comes straight off. Just set it back on the back of the motor, and there you go. Now, the play on, I guess now I'm gonna have to take this front bumper and pull it down or pull it off one. So here goes the fun part. Okay, y'all, I forgot about this little sensor right here. It's got a bolt on back side of it right there. So take it off. That should be let's see. What do I do with my bolt? I'm in my socket. If I ain't mistaken, that might be a 7 too. Just got, oh, there it is. It's back here. Yep, that's a 7mm to get that off. So let me get this off and try to figure out this bumper. I'll be back. Alright, guys. I wish I took the video of starting how to pull this front bumper off. I watched a lot of YouTube that says you gotta go all the way underneath, and there's 4 other little things you gotta take off. But what I done was I just took there are these little pieces right here you're supposed to take off, but I didn't. I just popped them out of the holes on this rubber piece right here. And then I just popped that back off, and then you got a screw that goes. Let's see if I can show you, right up in here on each side. You gotta take that screw off and then pop this off, and then pull this bumper straight forward towards you. This bumper, then take it, like I said, just pull the bumper like straight to you and wiggle it a little bit. And I'm pretty sure I can get it pulled out good enough to take his header panel out without having to drop the whole bumper. So, and then I'll show you on about when I start putting it back together. But I just forgot to do it because I was trying to figure it out and it was already too late. But anyway, I'll show you how to get the rest of it off in a little bit. I might have got this thing already out. Change these fog lights too down there. Well, I done already got it hanging like I want it. But anyway, yeah, there's these little things too. Just got to push them down to pull the bumper like that. Pretty much, there you go. It's down. So, alright, y'all. I'll see y'all in just a little bit when I get. Oh yeah, there's clips in back here and behind this thing right here. You got to push down, and this will pop right out. Same as the driver's side. There's clips in here, back here, and this little header panel piece will pop out. But as soon as I get this pulled on out, there's 2 bolts down here. One there, one there, and then one there, and oh my God, there's business. Woohoo! Hope there ain't no live ones in there. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. So the bumper actually did fall on down. I gotta take this little bracket off. Somebody tried to put a front guard up there, like a push guard or whatever, so I'm gonna have to take that little bracket off. But anyways, Okay, to get this off, you want the headlight wire. You gotta, to get the headlight wiring out, you want to take this little red lock tab and push it to your right, and then push this down and pull your plug out, and then it'll come all the way straight out of your header panel here. So the same way you do this one is the same way you're gonna do this driver's side. And when I mean this thing was broke, guys, it was broke. Okay, y'all. So here's my new header panel. The only thing you got to do is, when you're putting it back together, is make sure a little tap over here in the corner clicks back in. Put your little T's back on down here at the bottom. That's behind the bumper on each side. Put that little clip piece back in that hole. Make sure these tabs on the top of this, the other one that had them on the bottom underneath, if you remember. And so just make sure, from what I heard, make sure they're on the top, is what I read on Facebook. So, but okay, all right. So let me then just run your wires. Remember, clip them back in your headlights, and then let me get done buttoning this on, and then we'll go to the fun stuff. New headlights, new grill. But okay, hold on. Alright, guys, the header panel is back in, the bumper's back up again. So now here comes the fun stuff. I'm gonna start putting the headlights in. Just put them on the same way you took them out, but I'll show you. Alright. Sorry guys, I didn't get a picture or a video of the putting the headlights in and the grill, but the grill it's got these little feet. It goes into the little slots down here on the bottom, and you just clip the top piece in. Headlights go in the same way that I took them out, but the other way around. Still need to get fog lights for it, but I got fog lights. I ain't putting them on today. I'll wait until some other time. I got a few more things to put on, but I think she's looking good. Let's shut this hood and see what she does. Looks like. Alright, y'all. Here it is with the thing down. With the hood down, I mean. Not the thing. But hey, y'all. If y'all like my videos, I mean, I don't make no money off of these videos. The only thing I need is a like, or maybe subscribe, and it helps my YouTube channel too. So if you don't care, like and subscribe, or just like. I don't make no money out of this. I don't. I just do this for fun. But any boobies. Alright, y'all. Till next time.